Hey guys, it's GTO Technology here with a tutorial to teach you how to change the game mode of a player from creative to survival, or to survival from creative in Minecraft through Bukkit. And we're going to be making a plugin for this. This is more intermediate because I'll be going a little bit faster than usual, and I won't be covering the functions of everything I type in this tutorial. If you want to actually learn some stuff about how plugins work, like the real basics, then you should check out my other tutorial by clicking the annotation right there. And so yeah, that'll get you ready for this one. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop into this. Right now I'm using a test build of Bukkit because the recommended build for 1.8 has not been released yet. I'll show you how to get the test build, and I'll show you also where to get the recommended build when it comes out, because there's a chance by the time that you're watching this, Bukkit has released their new recommended build for 1.8. And I am a little bit tired. It's 8:45 and I've had a pretty long day. I woke up at 5:50 in the morning. So go ahead and open up your internet browser and go to bukkit.org. Alright, so you see fetching feeds in the top right, and then you'll see recommended builds. At the moment, the only recommended build is for Minecraft 1.73. So what we're going to do is we're going to get their latest test build for 1.8. So once you click on 1060, and if it's not 1060, just go ahead and download it like you normally would and save it as bukkit.jar in your server folder. If you want to learn how to set up a local Bukkit server, just check out that annotation right there and come back to this video. It'll teach you how to do that. So if the recommended build is still 1060 for you, click back to project in the top left, and then you'll see build history and you'll see 1135. Use the latest one. In my case it is 1135. And so go on right under build artifacts. After you click on the latest build, right click that and click download the linked file as, and save it where your server is. So I'm going to save this bukkit.jar. Okay, then go ahead and go to your Eclipse. And let's go ahead and make our new project, and we'll call it Change Game Mode. So go to File, New, and then Project. Just choose Java Project from the list, and then we're going to call it Change Game Mode, capital C, G, and M. Once we've created it, double click on it and then open up your SRC folder. Right click your source folder, go to new, and then go to package. And the format we'll use for this is me.yourname, or your username, dot change game mode. Just press the return key and then right click it again, the package that's just been created, and click new and then class, and we'll call it change game mode. Now we have our main Java file. Let's go ahead and import the Bukkit build so that we have our references. So right click your project, you go to properties, click Java build path, and then go to your libraries. Click add external jars, locate your test build or your latest recommended build, and double click it. Make sure it's Bukkit and press OK. And now you have your references imported. So we're going to say public class change game mode, and we're going to go ahead and change that to extends Java plugins so that we know it's a Minecraft plugin. And we'll go ahead and make our first variable, which will be public static change game mode, and then plugin. Go ahead and import Java plugin. Forgot to do that. Always when you're importing, if there's an option to import it from Bukkit, choose that, because that's 90% chance what you should be clicking on. And then let's go ahead and say our logger variable. Alright, now let's do our on enable. Let's print a message to the log. Make a typo here. Here we go. Import that. And also import your logger when it asks you. And finish, of course, this with a semicolon. Alright, and then let's go ahead and print to the log. PDF file .get name. Finish that off with a semicolon. So now, when our plugin's enabled, it will say change game mode version 1.0 is enabled. Let's go ahead and copy that and paste it. Oops, don't delete it. Copy that and paste it again. And change on enable to on disable. And then say change game mode version, whatever the version number is. And then we'll say is disabled. Is now disabled. Alright. So right now we're just going to handle the event when a player sends the command. We'll make our two commands creative and our and survival. So when they type /creative, they go into creative mode, and when they type /survival, they go into survival mode. So we'll handle the event by doing public boolean on command. We'll get the command sender. We'll call that variable sender. We'll get the command and we'll call that cmd, and we'll get the exact command that they type in, which will be command label. And we'll put these string args right there. We'll open that up and go ahead and import command sender and command. Always import. Alright, and we'll add our return statement, and we'll say return false. Right above return false, we'll call out our new method, which we will call read command. We'll pass the variable, we'll pass the sender over to this new method, and we will also pass our command, the command that's being typed. Go ahead and import player. And let's make our new method. And you'll get a little red line under read command, so just give it a second. Type our new method, which will be read command. And we will take in the variable player, and we will take in the string or the command. Alright, open that up. So now all of our red squigglies should be gone. And we will say if the command is equal to, and we will ignore the case or the capitalization of this, creative, open that up. Then we will say, we will set their game mode, so player.set game mode dot creative. Careful with the cases, it's very case sensitive, so creative would be in caps and game mode would have a capital G and M. And you'd import it, and we'd also send them a quick little message saying player.send message. We'll say now entering. Let's throw in a variable in this string, and we'll say let's change the chat color to gold. Creative mode. Finish it off with a semicolon. You'll need to import chat color most likely, and then yeah, so when they type /creative, they'll be set to creative mode, and they'll be sent a message saying now entering creative mode, and creative mode will be in gold text. Now let's also change the if command, or let's also paste that in one more time. We'll change the if to else space if, and as you may have guessed, we will change creative to survival. And game mode, just like for creative, will have to be in capital letters. And then the little message that we send to them will just say survival mode. So if we go through this, when it's enabled, it will say change game mode version 1.0 is enabled, and if it's disabled, it will say change game mode version 1.0 is disabled. And then when a player types a command, we will contact the read command method, and we will send the method, the player that types the command, and also the command that's being typed in. And read command will take in this player in command, and we will see if it matches creative or survival. And if it matches creative, we'll set their game mode to creative and send them a message saying so. And if it's survival, we will do what we do for creative, just put survival in there. So the only thing left to do is to make our plugin.yml. I'm just going to copy mine from my other plugin, and I'll put a paste bin link in the description, because YML files are hard to describe because they are very they work around spaces, not actual indentations. So you have to be very careful with the number of spaces you put in. So just use the paste bin link in the description. So I need to change this. You won't need to change the name. But you will need to change your main. So make it me.yourname.change game mode, or whatever you named your project, and then whatever you named your main class. Of course, your main class being in your Java file, so right here, this little word right here, whatever that is, you put that at the very end. Version we don't need to change. I'll say changes players game mode, and the command's already typed in for you, so you don't need to modify those. Make sure there's always one line left in the YML file that's got nothing written on it, just a blank line. And yeah, so once you're done with that, go to File, Export, jar file under Java, choose change game mode, or whatever you named it, and press finish. Let's go ahead and start up our Bukkit local server. Alright, now that we've loaded it up, we should see our enabled message right there. Let's go and launch Minecraft. Alright, go to multiplayer and we go to our local. Alright, hang on. I'm getting a bad connection error, so let me go fix that real fast. That is not the plugin's fault, that's just the server. So just go ahead and I'm going to restart mine. If you got that, if it kicked you back to the main menu, don't blame the plugin, just restart your server. Let's reconnect. Okay. And okay, so if we type /creative, there you go. Your game must change to creative. You can fly around. You have your, of course, inventory that you can place indefinite or infinitely. And you get the message now entering creative mode. Your game mode has been changed as a default message, so that always appears no matter what. Now if we do survival, you're put in survival mode, and you have your little health bar, your stamina bar, your health itself, and a normal inventory without infinite items. So you can quickly toggle in between the two, and hopefully you can work around this. This is a new feature in Bukkit, so I thought I'd just make a quick video about it. If this video helped you, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and if you had issues with it, just comment with your question, comment, or concern. Thanks for